What's going on, everyone? MikeO back with a Mailday recap / card show recap, and it's not really a Mailday recap, it's more like a mail week and a half or 2 week recap, but you kind of get the idea. Just have some cards that I've picked up recently that I wanted to share with you. Before I get into that, just want to really quickly mention my Facebook pages. I do have the PSA page where you can do some PSA submissions. So if you're into either doing PSA submissions or sharing some cards from your PSA graded collection, or if you just like to see other cards others are sharing, I'll post a link to that down below. And also the marketplace, sports card marketplace, where just post some stuff for sale from time to time. Others in the group do as well. On there, I'm actually have opened up a 10-box random team group break of 2017 Topps Chrome Update. I have some sealed boxes that I've been sitting on for a while that I had picked up, and well, the expiration date is coming up for redemptions. Not that I necessarily expect there to be a redemption, but just in case, I like to make sure I take care of them before that date. So I'm doing a 10-team break, and it's $20 per spot. Random teams, so if you're interested in that, you can check that out as well. I'll post those links down below. Now let's get into the cards. We have different things, some slabs, some redemptions, some raw cards, and some stuff I got at a recent show. So a couple redemptions real quick. Got a Chris Bryant from Archive Snapshots. Beautiful card. Always love Archive Snapshots. Topps puts it out through their website. They've been doing it the last 3 years or so. Beautiful looking cards, just really nice base cards for your player team collections, and then you get one autograph per box. Obviously, it's a little difficult from time to time to get big autos, but this Chris Bryant was pretty sweet, and just a gorgeous looking card, so that came in really nice there. Here's a card my dad actually pulled, since he pulls fire, it seems, all the time. Heritage Minor League, he opened a box, and he got a Wander Franco auto. He got a redemption for it, so it's a pretty cool card. Redeemed it for him on my Topps account, and it is a little off-center, top to bottom, but overall, really nice card of a super talented individual. He will be one of the players to watch coming up over the next year or two. Nolan Ryan in the background just fell over, so let's set him back up. Got some cards here from my buddy Bob. Super 25 sports cards. Bought into one of his mystery packs. Got this sweet Brian Dawkins from Flawless. Brian Dawkins, a Hall of Famer, legend in Philadelphia. And that is a beautiful looking card. I'm a huge Flawless football fan. I think they just do an unbelievably great job. They were mixed mystery packs where it was baseball and football. I also hit a Rod Carew. This is from National Treasures. It's got a little relic piece. The autograph, obviously, Rod Carew's been showing his age. That is numbered to 25, so that's pretty sweet. I'll just save that one in the collection for sure. Got a Max Muncy. I'll probably end up selling this one off in one of my sale videos. Hopefully have one of those coming up in about a week or so, but probably just kind of get some money back on that one. I have a number of Max Muncy autos already, and that's a cool one, but I'm already set with him in the PC. Also made a few purchases from Bob. This is a nice Chase Utley from Topps Heritage, red parallel. I believe this was a retail exclusive from Target. It's from 2012. Obviously the red border matches the Phillies colors, so thought Utley was a must for the collection, and Roy Halladay as well, so really nice cards there. And then the final pickup from him was this Bryce Harper. This is the image variation from Topps Archives. So you got the nice 75 design, and this is the more action shot. The other one, it was a closer up photo. So it's a cool card that I wanted for the collection. Nolan Ryan toppled over there again in the background, so he's just going to sit there now. But that's a sweet Harper. So Bob, Super 25, thank you for hooking me up with that stuff. Here's a random pickup. Picked this up off of Facebook fire sale. Bake McBride auto, Philly from the late 70s, early 80s, and I just love the Archives autos. I think they're really sweet, and just thought it was a cool one for the collection, so picked that one up. Here's a Topps.com purchase, Juan Soto. Nice autograph, numbered to 99. It was kind of commemorating his first player with 30 home runs in a single season before the age of 21, since Frank Robinson. To me, I just think Soto was a great value autograph-wise there for a while. This one, I think they had it on their website for $64.99. I had a $40 coupon. I have a lot of Topps points that build up, and you can use them for $40 Topps Now purchases. So for $25, I don't think I could have turned this one down. So neat one there. Got a couple Ginter pickups that eventually will have to get slabbed. They're going to have to go off to PSA DNA at some point, but it's Robin Yount from 2013 Ginter. So nice one there from private signing, and also a Jim Thome. I basically grabbed these two. They're both players I had, but I didn't have these cards and got them at pretty fair prices, so I'll never turn that down. Here's another Juan Soto auto, numbered to 99, magenta from Inception. Inception is a beautiful product. Cards look great. Boxes are so tough to break. This Soto was around $40 or so. Got it with combined shipping from another purchase. So again, I thought it was something that was easily added to my collection at that price point, and I thought it was a great value. I think Juan Soto is an unbelievably talented player, very young. He's going to get the national stage in the World Series. I think the sky's the limit for him. The other card purchased in that purchase is this Cliff Lee. Picked it up for the Allen and Ginter collection. I did finally recently pick up a Phillies version as well. That should be coming in fairly soon. Cliff Lee's more known as a Cleveland Indian, where he won a Cy Young, and a Philadelphia Philly, where he excelled in the postseason in the 2009 year. But not really well known as a Mariner, but I mean, I couldn't turn this down. I think I got this for $4. And Cliff Lee is not someone who exactly signs a lot, so was happy to add that one to the collection. All right, let's see. We got some slabs, and then we'll get to some other pickups. So these were pickups from, I think it was Four Sharp Corners. They were running a sale. Picked up this 1995 Select Certified Curtis Martin, PSA Gem Mint 10. Big Curtis Martin fan. Thought this was a pretty fair price. I don't remember the exact price, but I know it was cheap. And in a Gem Mint, that type of card, very prone to scratching. I thought it was a neat pickup for the PC. Then just picked up some oddball Phillies. 1981 Kellogg's Pete Rose, PSA Mint 9. These were all well under 10. This was actually a Facebook pickup. 1971 Topps Phillies rookies. The Bull, Greg Lazinski, legend in Philadelphia, really popular player, a slugger. Phillies Wall of Famer, sells barbecue at the ballpark. It's a cool one. And 71 Topps has really grown on me in the last couple years, so I have a real strong appreciation for 71 Topps. 7's pretty solid for that set, so that was a neat pickup. So that was a Facebook pickup. Back to the Four Sharp pickups. I just basically picked up just random oddball stuff. Like this is a Drake's Cakes card. It's a hand-cut Mike Schmidt, PSA 8. Wasn't all that worried about grades. I was willing to go a little lower on the grade to save some money. And I'm just having fun getting different examples of different types of cards in the collection. So that's why I picked up this Schmidt. Pretty neat one there. Here is a sticker. 82 Topps stickers, Pete Rose, PSA 8. The only thing that bugs me about this is the way it's crooked in the slab. I'm sure you could bang it around and straighten it up, but that was super cheap. That's why I picked it up. I think it might have been like $4. Here's another Kellogg's Pete Rose, PSA 8. I actually have a bunch of these raw, and I was going to just send a few in just to kind of get them slabbed up, and then I saw this sale and was like, well, if I can just get an 8, for less than the price of grading, why not do it? So it's a neat one there. And then a few bigger slabs. So this is 1984 Tasty Cake, Mike Schmidt. Obviously some sort of promotional card. And not exactly the coolest card. It's just kind of a dude staring at you. I mean, he happens to be a guy who hit 548 career home runs, but, no hat on, no, not in the field or anything. It's only a PSA 8, but again, dirt cheap, so thought it was pretty cool to pick up. Tasty Cakes are very popular in Philadelphia, and you kind of, at least I hear people I know who've moved away and stuff asking about tasty cakes. They've expanded a little bit. You can find them kind of all over the place now, but for a while they were more exclusive to Philadelphia area. And here's a 1985 Phillies Signa Mike Schmidt PSA Mint 9. So I used to have a bunch of these as a kid, and I may have them somewhere. They certainly aren't slabbed, but my dad used to work for Signa when I was growing up, and I do remember he somehow had some of these. They were oversized, and I just saw this, and it was only a 9. I think it was like $6, and I was like, oh, I gotta add that to this slabbed Phillies collection. So it's a really nice card overall, a little tall, but that was a cool pickup there. So some nice Phillies slabs for the collection, and then some cool eBay pickups. A few random clearly authentics from some breaks, just a few highlights. Jean Segura, that's a nice one for the Phillies collection, really cool looking card. Obviously not a valuable card in any way, shape, or form, but I thought it was neat. I thought I'd share it for those who like to follow the Phillies collection grow. And then a couple highlights as well. This is awesome. I love these 52 inserts. They have the T206 inserts in clearly authentic, and then they have the 52 reimagined autographs. They're numbered to 50. This is a Clayton Kershaw. I mean, Kershaw kind of had a rough outing in the postseason this year, but still, future Hall of Famer, fantastic pitcher, and that's a beautiful baseball card. Acetate, as you can see, but just love it. I think these 52s are great looking. They're pretty popular. They're not very cheap if you chase them down on eBay. And then here's one of the highlights as well. Unbelievable. Rookie for the Padres. Tons of talent. Fernando Tatis Jr. That one's numbered to 75. That's the black parallel. So that was a cool one there. I thought I would share with you. And then I have just a few pickups from the Neshaminy Mall card show. And that's always a fun show to meet up at. Got to meet up with Ray from Philly and Scott Wildcat72 and also Ed Weskergriff briefly on Saturday. I actually didn't think I'd make the show at all. I had plans to go out of town this weekend, but they fell through, didn't work out. So Friday night I took a ride over, checked it out as best I could, and then Saturday at a few free minutes after doing something else, I swung by to meet up with those guys for about a half hour or so. So it was awesome to see them as always. Ed hooked me up with a couple Patriots cards. There's a nice Tom Brady from Topps Chrome. I want to say that's 2008. Oh, that's 2004. Wow. I was way off on that one, but 2004. And here's a score team leaders. I think this is a gold parallel, so you get a collection of guys there with Gronkowski and of course, Tom Brady, Rob Ninkovich, and looks like we've also got Mr. Gray. All right, other pickups. So here's a pickup I picked up. Here's one of my pickups. It's an Anthony Rendon Topps Chrome rookie card, orange refractor. Beautiful looking card of a guy who's obviously just gotten better and better through the years. Free agent, so we'll see if he has a future with Washington. I'd say likelihood is he'll probably sign somewhere else because the Nationals, generally speaking, I think they're going to have a hard time affording him with all the big contracts they have. They like to defer a lot of money, which is one of the deals with why Harper eventually ended up leaving, because they wanted to defer like a third of his contract. But I would say he's going to be a hot commodity, and this was a nice pickup at $5. So nice Rendon. Couple cards out of the quarter box. Just a sweet Jim Thome from Flair Showcase from 1997. So that's a cool card. Picked that one up, like I said, for a quarter. I don't even know. I feel like these used to be like really tough pulls, but 25 cents, why not? And then I also grabbed this Halliday for a quarter. I'm going to have to try and rub it down. It's got some little surface scratches and issues, but I love these retro Topps Chrome cards, so that was a neat one there. A few other pickups. Ranger Suarez, first Bowman. He was a reliever for the Phillies this year. He actually pitched pretty well in the second half of the season. Can't write to save his life. I mean, look at that signature. It's atrocious. But actually just got this combined in another purchase, so it didn't cost me anything. So that was one I did not have. Fernando Tatis, picked that up for $1. Mojo Refractor. I'm just a big fan of Tatis, so couldn't turn that down. Picked up Roy Halladay. Might end up pulling one of these at some point, but if not, thought it was a cool one to have in the Halladay collection. Did purchase a Kevin Biggio. This is a pink parallel, the Mother's Day parallel numbered to 50. So thought that was a pretty solid purchase. I haven't decided yet if I'm going to look to move this or keep it. Possibly look at it to see if it's worth grading. I feel like these color parallels and even the tops in general, these tops flagships are just, it's not the greatest stock, so way more susceptible to little indents and edges and corner issues. So we'll see. I'll take a look at it. I think he's going to be a really nice player. I think he's like 24, so I don't know that he's going to be a potential Hall of Fame type of player, but I do think he's going to be a really good player and a potentially popular player. The Blue Jays are going to be really interesting with Biggio and Bichette and Guerrero Jr. If they can add a little more talent, if they can pick up a few veteran free agents and continue to develop, I think they could be a really fun team to watch in the next few years. There's a nice pickup here for the collection. Bobby Abreu, longtime Philly, had a really nice career. Really underrated player if you actually look at his career stats. I mean, this guy was a really good player back in the day. And spent a brief time with the Yankees before wrapping things up with the Angels and Dodgers and briefly with the Mets. But shout out to some of my Yankees friends out there, including Dave's Midlife Card Crisis is the type of card I know it's up his alley. He likes these relic cards of really good players and Yankees. So I picked this one up for $2. Always been a Bobby Abreu fan, so thought that was neat to pick up. Bought a Phillies stand-up here, a batter-up, I should say. Jimmy Wilson, catcher for the Phillies. It's beat to hell. I may get this slabbed. It would, be an authentic. I don't know why. The guy had some old major prices in it, but this one was like $10. And these, I'd say, in low grade are usually, I think you see them for like $30 in PSA holders. So I might just get this one slabbed authentic for the Phillies collection. Obviously a little beat up big time on the edges, but pretty neat card. So I thought that was kind of a cool little oddball. And then last pickup was $25 for a 1993 Topps Gold rookie, Derek Jeter. So I'll take a look at this one. May send this in for grading. We'll see. I think if you can pull a PSA 7, it's probably like a $30-some card. So if it was an 8, would be a little better, but I'll have to take a closer look at it. And I basically just didn't really have any Jeter rookies at this point. Thought it was a pretty fair price and just thought to myself, if I change my mind, once he gets elected, I think his stuff will spike at least briefly anyway, so can't go wrong with that. That's one of the great things about this hobby. Obviously, there's people who buy stuff to resell all the time, and that's fine. That's not what I generally do, but if you do change your mind, these are assets that you can use to either trade or sell and use that money to kind of improve your collection. So that's one of the ways I kind of think about things when I'm deciding whether I want to make a purchase or not, is if I do change my mind, what is the likelihood I can kind of turn it into something else. So thought that was a pretty cool pickup. So that's it. Successful weekend, some nice mail that's come in over the last week or two. Fun time at the Neshaminy Card Show. Great meeting up and chatting with Ed Wesker Griff, Ray from Philly, and Scott Wildcat 72. Hope to see you guys at the Philly show coming up in December. Can't wait for that. Hopefully I'll make myself plenty available so I can spend more time than I was able to last time. But, alright everyone, thank you so much for watching. I know the video got a little lengthy, up to close to 20 minutes. But appreciate you watching as always. Let me know what you think down below, and I will talk to you next time. Have a great one.